Welcome back to another episode of the Levity Floatcast. Today we sit down with Addison Domingo of the CBD company Follow the Trees. So sit back, relax, and floatcast. Man, I was so anxious to get you in the tank just from the physical ailments that you live with from your injury as a business owner of the things you have going on. But one thing that you lit up like a tree before you got in there, we started talking about, and is on your Instagram profiles. You know, you're a mushroom lover, and some of the things that you were sharing with us. How did you get there? What led down that path?
It was just a movie. It was called Fantastic Fungi. It was Paul Stamets' movie, and just I've always felt this interconnectedness with everything. I've had a real, I'm from Southern California, which is it's a bubble, man. Like they don't know how the rest of the world lives in a lot of places. In certain places, it's just as bad as anywhere else. When I moved out here, it made me really see that like there's nothing different like between people, no matter what. We all come from the same place. There's definitely some sort of universal God, whatever like you believe that is. Same thing with a universal devil. Everyone has something that they turn to when they need guidance or something that they're running from, and it's always like an individual thing. And the mushrooms are the brain of the world. Like they keep everything connected. When my girlfriend actually sent me something the other day that describes it perfectly. Living people eat dead mushrooms, and living mushrooms eat dead people. It's a perfect way to like describe the life cycle. And it really helped me simplify the whole beauty of life, in the sense of like it doesn't necessarily need to have some deeper meaning. And for some people it does have a deeper meaning, but just that whole life cycle of like being a part of something greater in itself is worth living for, is worth noting. And that's what got me into those, and realizing how much of the benefits that they have just from that one movie, how they can help the world, really got me into that, and into growing them, harvesting them, trying to make medicine out of them. My grandmother suffers from slight dementia, Alzheimer's tendencies, and there's a mushroom called lion's mane that has been known to have regenerative properties. It actually regenerates neurotransmitters in the brain, and so with that it can help people that are going through that basically stay sharp. And it's a holistic medicine, and there's not that much studies done on it, but the best thing about it is that it tastes exactly like crab. It was and so it's so like delicious and like so beneficial that I just like couldn't really fathom like why don't more people know about this? Like, is there some secret that they're keeping from us? Are we just ignorant? And I just kind of dove in, kept going further with it.
Well, I was just going to share, I mean, when in the first one, when we talked, you said that you had maybe some concerns about CBD industry being kind of like the next big pharma with things going out. Do you see it, mushrooms and their healing properties being one step then removed on that spectrum of being closer to holistic healing?
Definitely. It's just like with anything, like there's going to be good and bad CBD companies out there. There's going to be good and bad mushroom products out there where people are looking for more of a profit than the healing properties. And I mean, it's tough to really point the finger and say that, because you don't really want to judge anyone and say like, oh, what you're doing is wrong and what I'm doing is right. Because again, going back to that whole universal thing, we all come from the same place. And so intention is everything. It's tough to really say, because it's just one industry that I'm still learning myself. But I like to think that it's a little bit more holistic, because it's got its own little community. And I would say that the community has less of a variety than the cannabis community. You got your older gentleman that's using cannabis to medicate, and you wouldn't know that they smoke or eat edibles or whatever it is. And then you have your, you know, high school stoner that's walking into class every day high. Whereas the mushroom community kind of has this like level of mutual understanding across the board. I would say that's the biggest difference.
It's like a respect for what it is. Like if you use it once and come back to it, like it's that respect, that reverence for what it is. I totally agree.
Right on. How are you feeling? You went in with pretty low levels.
I wanna relax, put my mind at ease. Good friends and good vibes, now that's all I need. When life hurts, come down and float in levity. Let your problems wash away into serenity.